Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back. Today is Monday, March 1st, 2021. Can you believe we're already on lesson 10? Wow, it's amazing, boys and girls. So let's see what lesson 10 is all about. Remember, our big goal is to score that 100 in our mid-module and a module and our topic quiz. And our daily goal is to score an 85 or higher and our exit ticket. What are the materials that you need for today? In the video, you're just watching and actively listening. You need a Peer Deck link for the live class and a Peer Deck link for the homework. What are the important concepts that you're going to be learning? Well, it's the same concepts and the same key points that we've been using. So, first, it's repeated addition, which you know is adding the same number over and over and over. And the biggest thing that we need to memorize, boys and girls, is the difference between a column, which goes up and down, and I want you to figure out and always remember what a column looks like, because these are columns, and rows. That rows go side to side, and think about when you go to the theater and they have rows of seats. So the key points is, the first one is that you draw and label the number of rows. And remember, we label it R1, that starts for row 1, and R2 for row 2. Then you draw and label the number of columns. And in this case, we put C1, which is column 1, column 2, column 3, and column 4. And key point number 3 is that you write the repeated addition and the total. In this case, each column has 2, so 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and that equals to 8. What is your learning goal for today, boys and girls? By the end of the lesson, we're going to use square tiles, and we don't actually have square tiles, but we're going to use a web page to practice using square tiles to compose a rectangle and relate it to the array model. Okay, boys and girls, so we have to place 10 tiles into 2 equal groups. And we're going to organize our tiles into 2 equal rows, like you did yesterday. But this time, we're going to leave no spaces. So think about it. 10 equal tiles into 2 equal groups. How many should we have in each row? Yes, 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to make another row because this is row number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, how many rows did we make? This is a row. This is a row. Yes, 2 rows. How many tiles are in each row? Yes, 5, boys and girls. And what's the repeated addition the repeated addition equation we can use to find the total for 2 rows of 5? So we can say 5 plus 5 equals 10, boys and girls. Boys and girls, what did you notice about the shape of this array? Yes, boys and girls, the shape is a rectangle. So now, using the same 10 tiles, we're going to make 2 columns of 5. Remember, boys and girls, that columns go up and down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one column. 1. Let me try to change it. Let's see. I'm going to do blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, what repeated addition equation can we use to find the total of 2 columns of 5? Think about it. Yes, 5 plus 5 equals 10, boys and girls. And we can say that because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in one column, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the other column. Now I want you to think about this. Are the equations and the totals for equal for both arrays? Yes, boys and girls. Why? Why are they equal? If you said because it uses the same number of tiles, you're absolutely right. What's another reason that they both equals 10? Terrific, boys and girls. Yes, it's the same rectangle. You just turn it on its side. So remember, it doesn't matter whether you have 2 columns of 5 or 2 rows of 5, because you have 2 groups of 5 and both of them are rectangles. Great thinking. So is this shape also a rectangle? Yes, boys and girls. Great job. Now we are gonna create a new array. So we are going to organize our tiles into 5 rows of 3. 5 rows of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is one row. 1, 2, 3. This is another row. 1, 2, 3. This is another row. 1, 2, 3. This is another row. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 1, 2, and 3. So we can label it, remember? Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and row number 5, boys and girls. How many rows did we make? Yes, 5 rows. How many tiles are in each row? Yes, 3. What is the repeated addition equation we can use to find for the total of 5 rows of 3? Yes, boys and girls. If you said 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 15, you're absolutely right, boys and girls. Now, what do you notice about the shape of this array? Yes, boys and girls, this is a rectangle. Okay, boys and girls, I want you to look at the array that I just made. This array, it's a 3 by 4. So I want you to really look at it. So sit tall and look at the screen. How can we change this rectangle from 3 columns of 4? Ready? Column 1, column 2, column 3. So How can we change this rectangle from 3 columns of 4 to have the same number of rows and columns? There's several reasons or several answers. Yes, you can either change it to 3 groups of 3, so I can take this off. Or I can add another column to make it 4 groups of 4. Or I can also take away one of the rows like this. Okay, boys and girls. Now, I took one row. Now I'm going to take away one row, right? Now, if I take away one row, what do you notice about the shape of this array? Yes, it's now a square because the columns in the row are equal. There are 3 rows and 3 columns. So let's see if we can make another square array. I want you to really think about it. If we have 25 tiles, how can I make it into a square? What can you do? Well, I'm going to start by making rows of 5 because I know I can count to 25 by 5. So, let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is another group. And I know that 5 plus 5 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Uh-oh. I need 10 more. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What does your array look like? Yes, it looks like a square. And it's 5 rows of 5 or 5 columns and 5 rows, boys and girls. Okay, thank you for your hard work. We're going to continue practicing problems like this and using this web page to create the arrays. I'll see you later. Make sure you're on time. Thank you. Bye-bye.